types of software. Most basic form of software is a operating system. We own the three operating systems that most people know about are Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. Are all forms of operating systems. All operating systems have a form of GUI or graphic user interface. This is a Mac's graphic user interface. This is Windows 7 graphic user interface. And this is a Linux graphic user interface, which they don't talk about this in the book, but I just wanted to show y'all. Types of forms of software that probably be used in the classroom. You got your Microsoft Word 2010. You got your PowerPoint. You got your Access and Excel. Your internet, like the way to access the internet could be used as a form of communication software. You got your graphics program, which we got Paint, which I like to use in Paint. I draw pictures in Paint sometimes. And your utilities like your virus protection, like you got your Norton and your AVG, will be some forms of computer utilities. You got your output and input devices. Your input devices are pretty much very essential to the computer because if you don't have these, you can't use it. So if you had a computer with no keyboard, you can't type anything. So pretty much you can't like do your homework and all that good stuff. And if you didn't have a mouse, you wouldn't be able to click on stuff unless you had a touchscreen computer, which those things are very expensive. The two forms of output devices are your printers and your monitors. Your monitor displays a soft copy of information, which is, pretty much what you're seeing right here is the soft copy. And if I wanted to decide to print it out, it would be considered a hard copy. The system unit in the past, the central processing unit was moving at a speed of in megahertz compared to its current counterpart that moves in gigahertz. The CPU controls almost every part of the computer. This is a old CPU. This is an more up-to-date, newer version of a CPU. They're a lot smaller now than they used to be. Forms of storage. You got floppy disks. No one uses them no more. That's why they put obsolete right there. It's pretty much gone out of style. You got your hard disk and you got your hard disk or your C drive. You got your CDs and your DVDs. You got your flash drives and your external hard drives. Sometimes a person's storage can be infected with a computer virus, such as a Trojan horse or a worm. For example, during my sophomore year in high school, almost everyone's flash drive got infected with a virus, which was bad because those were not our computers; those were the community college's computers, and they were all infected.
Personal computer, and they also caused billions of dollars in damage and lost productivity.